Yo, what's going on guys, Grouch here, and for over a year now, a number of you guys have been asking me to make a video on the series Tokyo Ghoul. I actually watched the series way long ago and have been meaning to make a video on it for quite a while. Honestly though, I really don't have an excuse, I just always seem to put it off. So I thought in today's video we would go over 5 hidden references to this series, hidden in other works. Just a heads up, similar to the Mirai Nikki video, I was having trouble finding references to the series, so I only managed to dig up 5. However, that didn't seem to bother you guys one bit, so with that being said, let's get on with the video. Number 5. I can't understand what my husband is saying. In this series of shorts, episode 4 of season 2 starts with the character Otama, who is frantically trying to get work as an upcoming manga artist. And just to set the record straight so that there is no confusion, this character is a boy. Unfortunately, his work does end up getting rejected. However, rather than giving up on his dreams, he decides to do the next best thing and seek work as an assistant. Lucky for him, his sister-in-law Kaoru just happens to know someone who may be able to help them out, a past teacher from when she was back in high school. Before setting out to meet with her, Kaoru does warn that she can be a little bit scary, but he doesn't think too much of it. It isn't until the two actually meet that Otama realizes what it was Kaoru meant, as this sensei, whom he has never met, already seemed to know a lot about him, including his height, weight, and even his blood type. And while it was censored in the show's subtitles, she also reveals Otama's favorite manga series, which is of course Tokyo Ghoul.
あなたがOtamaくんね。血液型は B 型、好きな漫画は東京グール、身長は155センチ、体重45キロ。データより3キロほど太ってます。怖いでしょ。
Number 4. Durarara 210. Now, the reference that appears in Durarara 210 is one that was pretty difficult to spot and frankly almost didn't make it on this list. Even I was having a pretty hard time locating it and confirming its existence. But as you guys can probably guess, I did manage to end up finding it. The reference can be found in episode 6, appearing on one of the posters you see around the city. And while posters that reference other anime in Durarara isn't an uncommon thing, the reason this poster was so difficult to spot is that it literally appeared for only 1 to 2 seconds. See if you can spot it for yourself.
I hope he hasn't gone off the rails. But if Izai is screwing with his head like he did with Masaomi's. Dragon zombie jacket? They're back in town.
Number 3. Sakana. In this anime, Tomoya Aki is a high school teenager slash otaku who dreams of one day creating his very own visual novel computer game. In order to do this, he turns to 3 other schoolmates to help him out: Megumi, Iriri, and Utaha. In episode 11, Tomoya introduces these 3 ladies to Michiru, a longtime friend of his whom he is trying to recruit as a songwriter. However, she refuses to do so, saying that the whole otaku scene is for kids and that they all just need to grow up. This comment seems to trigger Utaha, who goes on a rant about how otaku are people too, or something like that. What's interesting is that if you examine the dialogue and replace the word otaku with ghoul, it almost seems to perfectly reflect Tokyo Ghoul. If you've seen the series, you can definitely make the connection. And if that isn't convincing enough for you, make sure to keep an eye on Tomoya during this scene.
ただ日々垂れ流されるオタクコンテンツを無意に消費してブヒブヒ言っているだけの社会に何の成果ももたらさない百害あって一理なしな人種でしかないとでも思っているの？
いや、そこまで言ってないけど、なんか。
Number 2. League of Legends. Now, I know for a fact some of you are already scratching your heads on this one, and there will definitely be some debates about it in the comments below, but I still think it's a pretty interesting entry. In League of Legends, players are able to choose from a vast selection of champions which they use to play the game. One of these champions is Xing Shao. Not entirely sure if I pronounced that right. He is a pretty strong melee-based character whose appearance almost always seems to resemble something from the Imperial or medieval periods. However, the reference we're going to be discussing involves one particular skin that seems to be a bit out of the ordinary. Back in 2015, Xing was given a makeover with the new Secret Agent skin alternative, which makes him look as though he just came out of a James Bond movie. What's interesting here though is that included with his suit is a briefcase which is able to transform itself into a spear, very similar to how ghoul investigators carry their weapons in the series. This, along with the dates that line up perfectly, have caused fans to theorize there is a connection between the two. However, there has never been an official confirmation. Let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments below. Number 1. South Park. Now, I can bet that this is the entry most of you guys were waiting to see on this list, and to be honest, it was pretty well hidden within the show. The reference can be found in the episode Tweak and Craig, in which the two characters are mistakenly believed to be a gay couple after some of the Asian students at their school began drawing some yaoi photos of them. As a result, the whole town is now rooting for them, and even more fake photos continue to come out. During one scene, you can see a girl drawing and admiring one of her photos inside what appears to be her room. Well, if you look in the background, you can spot a poster of what appears to be a woman with wings, along with the initials TG. This is meant to be a nod to Toka and her Kagane from Tokyo Ghoul. Coming from a guy that doesn't really watch South Park that often, this was a funny episode. But there you have it guys, 5 references to Tokyo Ghoul hidden in other works. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video today and found it interesting. If you did, don't forget to drop a like and comment the word ghoul down below to let me know you made it to the end. Also, if you want me to make a similar video on another anime series, leave me suggestions down below. A big thank you to everyone who supports me over on Patreon, and with that being said guys, I will thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.